Greetings, brave traveler. As always, I hope you're having a fan-freaking-tastic day and that all of your holidays are a wonderful time. Today, we're going to take a look at the fight Kael'Thas in Tempest Keep. Now, I was debating on whether or not I wanted to upload the pre-nerf version of this fight or the post-nerf, because as I was getting all of the videos ready for pre-nerf Vash and KT, the announcement came and the nerfs went live within a week. So I really decided that it would be best to put out the post nerf, since that's what's out now and that's what you're going to see. I might talk a little bit about the comparison between the two in this video, and how the fight changes so much and how easy it is now in comparison. Most of the time we'll be talking about what we do and what we focus on as an elemental shaman in this fight. That being said, let's get right into it.
Energy. Power. My people are addicted to it. A dependence made manifest after the Sunwell was destroyed. Welcome to the future. Do not get too comfortable. My demise accomplishes nothing! The Master will have you! You will drown in your own blood! The world shall burn!
So, the nerfed Kael'Thas. What can I say? It's nerfed. You'll see very quickly with Thaladred how fast he dies and how much we have to throttle our damage now. So let's go through the epic Kael'Thas speech real quick. Set up our totems. We got them put in the back because this is ideally where Thaladred will die. We do a pretty good job of throttling, but it's kind of hard to. So there's two ways to do it now. You either don't throttle at all and just kill him on the platform and deal with the fact that he's going to be spawning next to melee, or you try to get him back here, throttle your damage, and chill. We do the throttle at the moment, but it's not entirely necessary. You can just pull him over on the platform to the far right side. The risk also then is that he goes after your warlock tank immediately, which is scary for your warlock tank and potentially your raid. So we choose to pull it back here. We throttle super hard. We do almost no DPS. You know, the fun stuff. We got it to the back. Cool. Died super fast. We put almost no effort into that. It's crazy. It's crazy how nerfed these things are now. So we're going into it. Replacing our totems, making sure we have tremor up front. That is a priority. Always have tremor up front, regardless of what group you're in. You need to have it down because he's going to do a mass fear, and that mass fear can be cleared with tremor totem. So we're pumping our Ellie damage. This one, don't worry about it. You can pump this mob generally. As long as your tank has aggro, you're good. So here, she still kind of has the bug where she could target any random player with the fireballs and then run at them. So make sure you're behind your warlock tank. So if it does run, it'll run at your warlock tank. And then we move over to the left a little bit. We just DPS, making sure to stay at max range and having our tank close enough to deal with the conflag ability. See, the tank got conflagged. Only one because it died so fast. We are on the fourth ad now. Again, similar story to the second one. You don't really have to worry about throttling so long as you be mindful of your tank's threat. Of course, your tank has to kite a little bit here, so they might lapse threat a little bit, so watch it. Don't be too crazy. But as long as you have salve, you should be pretty much fine. And now we do the weapons phase. I usually drop Fire Elemental Totem here. The only thing to watch out for, like, it's fine. He might get Whirlwind Axed. Usually doesn't happen. See, the first Whirlwind happens, a few seconds of delay. Usually the tank has it out. But I drop Fire Ellie here. It gets big pump damage. The one thing to watch out for besides the Whirlwind is the potential for it to go to the bow. Also, rush down the staff, generally recommended. We do that almost every time. Staff dies first, so you want to loot it before it despawns. So I usually do it right away, but you can clear most of the weapons and then loot it, but you have to get it before, I think they sit for a minute, and this phase lasts roughly a minute and a half. So you want to get it before it despawns, especially if you're killing it as quickly as we just did. So Fire Ellie is huge damage. As you can see, I'm number 2 on the meters right now because of Fire Ellie. So biggest tip is just be mindful of your Fire Ellie. If it runs after the bow, you have to recall totems. You have to, because if it runs after the bow's going to jump all over the place. And it's a mess. We got on our legendary weapon. We equip our weapon oil. By the way, if you didn't know that, you can put weapon oils on the legendary weapons. I do it all the time, even with the nerf version of the fight, because it's still extra damage. Woohoo! What we're doing here is we're staying close enough in range so as not to maintain the possibility of keeping our aggro on the caster ad. Because if you outrange it, you can keep your threat, and then it'll aggro to you over the warlock, and that would be bad. So we go back for Thaladred. This is where we lust, is as soon as it picks its first or second target, we'll pop lust, we'll blow everything up. So Thaladred goes down super quick here. Not a whole lot to talk about, just keep range, don't get too close. Watch your aggro. If you get aggro, you can kite it away, that kind of thing. Next range target is the caster, so we immediately go in. We still want to be at max range here, but the fear kind of bounces us close. We ate the conflag because we were close enough, but we can eat one and have it be okay because of the staff debuff. But when we got the second one there, we started hobbling around. Cleaned up all the ads super fast, super easy. So here, ideally your tank will keep the Phoenix within range of Chain Lightning. If they don't, that's fine, don't worry about it. But it's ideal that, see, look at that, our Chain Lightning will hit, and we can do that from back here. It's nice. We're all stacked together for the Flame Strike, so we can move together as a group, and also the Mind Controls. So the Mind Controls go out. If we're stacked, the Hunters can hit us with their daggers super quick, and then we're not Mind Controlled anymore. It's the ideal way to do it. If you're spread out, they have to run all over the place, deal with the potential of getting Flame Strike. If the Phoenix is moving around, so on and so forth. The Phoenix egg spawns. We kill the Phoenix egg ASAP, make it go away. The health reduction on the egg is insane after the nerf. So it just goes away super quick as long as everybody turns to it. You only need range DPS on this, of course. And then Shockberry being the next priority, which also disappears incredibly quickly now. And you got to make sure you get the interrupt. We're doing big damage, just chilling in our little stack group here. The phase swap happens, and then it's Phoenix time. Finish off your Phoenix, whatever one you have left, and then kill the egg so that you're going into this phase clean, because the Phoenixes become less of a priority to the point where you don't even focus the eggs anymore. It is what it is. So here, I chose to be the one in the back. You want to have 1 or 2 staffs in the back just to keep the buff on everybody in the raid. So we choose to go back there usually depending on what people do. So like this last week, Shadow Priest went back there, and nobody's assigned to it. People just do it when they want to. I just make sure that if nobody's back there, I am. All right, so then we just go right in on the next phase. I pop cooldowns and drums, and DPS. Actually, correct myself. I pop drums now, but what I was doing is holding my drums for the second down part of this phase. So when we land, I'll usually drums. Dodge the orbs, stay spread out because there's a chain lightning effect going out. I took an orb stack there flying through it, but it's not a big deal. It's 1 as opposed to like 3. Don't get 3 or more. If you get 3 or more, your health is super low and any damage can kill you very quickly. Especially like as a tank, really, really, really watch out for it. So flame strikes are still going out. Phoenixes are being kited still. And otherwise, we're just DPSing. Like if a Phoenix goes stray, probably throw a Frost Shock. That's what I usually do to try to help whoever it's going after. It'll either give me immediate aggro and then I'll have to kite it, or it'll just slow it so that it's not immediately on the enemy or on the target. So our staff buff was not up there, and that's why we got disoriented from the arcane. I don't know why it's not up. I have a macro for it. I'm going to put the macro in the description for you. But that's it. That's the fight. The nerf fight is so easy. And we'll see you in a sec. Alright, what you just saw, folks, was the POV for the Elemental Shaman on Kael'Thas in the Tempest Keep. I hope what you saw was entertaining, valuable to you in some way, shape, or form, and if it was, please feel free to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I will be doing this series for Black Temple as well. The only difference is I might be enhancement by then. Big plot twist, which I will explain probably in a YouTube short video for everybody who is new to the channel or subscribing for my elemental content. We can talk about it. And otherwise, I'll be doing a whole bunch of Wrath of the Lich King content coming very, very soon. I can't wait to get all of that out to you. I'm very excited about it. As well as I have a partnership now with Filmora, and I'm doing videos for them. It's kind of cool. So if you guys like any of what I just told you, again, consider subscribing. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, folks. And until next time, farewell.